Egypt's annual headline inflation declines to 5.4%, the lowest since October, CAPMAS Economy Business. Egypt's annual headline inflation declines to its lowest since October, reaching 5.4% in December, down from the 5.7% in November, the Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics, CAPMAS, announced on Sunday. CAPMAS attributed the decrease to the reduction of record consumer prices in December by 0.5% in comparison to November. In November, CAPMAS announced that the annual headline inflation rate rose to 6.3% in November 2020, up from 2.7% in November 2019. Vegetable prices have dropped by 10.1%, seafood by 0.6%, meat and poultry by 0.2%, milk, cheese and eggs by 0.1%, and ready-made garments fell by 0.6%. On the other hand, a number of other products' prices saw a rise in December, including fruits by 3.8%, oil and fats by 0.5%, grains and bread by 0.2%, and transport services by 0.7%, according to CAPMAS. Meanwhile, monthly inflation in urban areas witnessed a slowdown by 0.4%, reaching its lowest level in 18 months, after having expanded by 0.8% in November, according to CAPMAS. Egypt's monthly inflation rate increased by 1.1% in November to reach 2.9%, up from the 1.8% in October, according to CAPMAS. Following their last meeting in 2020, to review the key interest rates, Central Bank of Egypt, CBE, announced in December that it had reset its inflation target to be at 7%, plus or minus 2 percentage points, on average during the fourth quarter of 2022, down from 9%, plus or minus 3 percentage points, on average that was targeted for the same quarter, explaining that this action came as the CBE continues to support macroeconomic stability. According to CBE, Egypt's real GDP growth increased to 0.7% during the third quarter of 2020, up from minus 1.7% during the second quarter of 2020, while growth registered a preliminary figure of 3.6% in FY 2019/2020 compared to the 5.6% a year earlier. Furthermore, unemployment rate was recorded 7.3% in the third quarter of 2020, the lowest rate on record, down from 9.6% in the second quarter of 2020, according to CAPMAS. In its first review of the standby agreement loan that was completed on Friday, the International Monetary Fund expected Egypt's inflation rate to range between 6.3% and 9% during FY 2020/2021, and to stand at 7.5% through FY 2023/2024. It also projected Egypt's public debt to GDP ratio to hit 93% in the current FY 2020/2021 before falling below 75% in FY 2025/26.